Hey there, Wargamers, Justin the Iron Painter here, and you guys are tuning in for this week's video blog. I'd like to welcome all of you guys back today. If you're currently watching this and you don't know who I am, I'm Justin the Iron Painter, and you're catching one of my vlogs. It might be kind of weird if you've caught this and you're still listening to it, because you don't know who I am. I think the people that do listen to these because I like to listen to me ramble and occasionally see cool minis, but if you're somehow listening, you've made it this far through the intro at the beginning of the video, and you're still curious about what I do and getting updates from me in regards to my stream, my YouTube, things of that nature, I'm Justin the Iron Painter, and I'm pursuing this hobby, this interest, this love, this passion for painting minis, playing minis games, trying to get into content creation here on YouTube. I've been pursuing Twitch for almost 3 years now. So, and my day job, my main job for Death Resigns is in the hobby field as well. So, quick little intro as to who you might have stumbled upon, and if you are interested in seeing other things that I do, I encourage you to check out my YouTube and hit that subscribe button. Now, for the rest of you guys who already know me, you're used to me rambling, and you're probably like, well, damn. There goes Justin again on a tangent, and you guys know it, it's what I do. But let's get right into it today. I got some updates in regards to this week. So first and foremost, still behind on videos. Bit off more than I could chew with that, and I think moving forward, which I may have discussed this before, but I think moving forward we're going to try and do smaller tutorials, so it's stuff I can keep up with. The grandiose paint a full mini start to finish, show you the whole process thing, was a bit more than I can do. I'm going to try and get them with this done. We've got 2 videos edited, and between today and tomorrow I want to get at least 2 more edited out of the 10 total. If I get 2 done between today and tomorrow, I'll be almost halfway through editing those, which would be great. Moving forward, I also have a bunch of products that were sent to me from various companies to review, use, showcase, things of that nature, which includes stuff from Army Painter, Game of Grass, Green Stuff World, Red Grass Games, and I feel like I'm missing one. Army Painter, Game of Grass, Green Stuff World, Red Grass Games. Do I have something else here? You'd think I would know these things. I feel like I might be missing somebody. I digress. Anyways, and Privateer Press. They didn't necessarily sponsor, but they sent me cool stuff to use. So I've got paints and models and things like that from them. And today we'll be doing an update and showing you guys some stuff I worked on this week, some stuff, a model I worked on this week. So you can see one of the Privateer Press minis that I've been working on. But before we get into that, let's talk for a moment about the sponsorship stuff. Sponsorship. Old Reaper here. Let me just, oh man, I was gonna try and be cool and lean over and like have this pop up like this. But then I leaned and looked really stupid. So anyways, we did qualify. We got the Reaper sponsorship. I know I have talked about this quite a bit on Twitch, and kind of let you guys know early before the package came in, but our package of goodies is finally in, and if you missed the live stream, you didn't see the unboxing of all this, so we will show that on the camera here, so anyone who has missed that gets to kind of see the stuff that I've got here that may get painted, and some of this will definitely get given away. So a lot of the stuff is for you guys to promote the channel, promote Reaper, and give me some cool minis to paint on stream. And assuming I am able to maintain this partnership or sponsorship with Reaper every so many months, I should be getting another shipment, which would be super awesome. So on that note, we will be transitioning over to show you guys some minis, not only Reaper. I'll show you guys the Privateer Press one I was working on, project I have for Wheels, one of my patrons. You guys know who he is by now, I'm sure. So I've got his February model here on my desk to work on, and I'll show you guys the update on the Dragon from last Sunday and let you guys see what's going on. So on that note, let's go ahead and rotate over, and I'll show you some Reaper minis and then some other cool stuff. All right, so we got our clear desk here, and we got a bunch of minis that are about to come out on here. So first and foremost, boom. Whoops, I put the other Reaper stuff I bought in here, so let's pull those 2 out. We've got these 2 minis from Reaper that I picked up from the hobby store. Before I got the sponsorship, I've been picking up Reaper stuff because it's affordable and I can paint some cool fantasy stuff on stream. But we got these 2, so those are candidates for obviously potential painting or giveaways. And then we got a bunch of stuff in here that was actually from Reaper that was sponsorship for the stream. So first off, we've got ReaperCon Iconic Light's Hand. I picked him out because he looked kind of like a cool paladin and he had a flaming sword. I thought that might be really cool to paint. We've got Kiri, the female barbarian. Kind of cool. King Thorgrim, Grimsteel Dwarves. And I picked this up because Daft from the stream had recommended I paint a dwarf. So I picked up a dwarf. I thought that would be pretty cool. And we've got Reapercon Maggot Crown. And I picked him up just because he looked super cool. His sword's bent, but I thought this model looked dope, and I really want to paint it. So that one was one I picked out specifically. I picked these guys up, the Mouseling Mage, Archer, and Warrior, because they're super adorable, super cute. See, little guy? Hey guys, I'm gonna come get you. I'm gonna get you. So I thought those looked super adorable, so I thought they would be fun to paint and or give away. Reapercon Iconic Dusk Wardens. I picked her because she looked really cool, and she had a little dog mini, little doggy, little doggy. Super dope. We've got Eric Axereaver, and if we paint him, I think it might be cool to try out some different skin tones instead of the standard Caucasian. Maybe try a more African type, paint scheme on him and see how that works out. I've never really painted. I mean, I paint Caucasian stuff because that's just what I did. When I first started, like that was kind of what was the thing? I'm trying to think of words. I'm failing to find words. When I started with Games Workshop minis, I only painted Sergeant faces for Ultramarines, and all of them basically look like kind of Caucasian Roman dudes. That's what I did. And I've never really practiced other skin tones very well, and when I have, I've not really nailed it. So I think this one might be a cool test bed for doing some darker skin complexion. Be pretty cool. We got the Dark Maiden Razig. I picked her up because I thought she looked so cool. If she does not become a straight up giveaway and she is painted, I'm curious to see how I do on that. Because in the box art for her, or product art on their website, she's got like a ethereal kind of blue skin. So I'd be curious to see what I can come up with on that one if I get around to painting it. We've got the Reapercon Iconic River Widows. Someone on stream told me, because I thought she looked huge compared to the other minis, which she is. But someone told me she is an ogre, or part ogre, or half ogre or something, which explains why she's bigger than all the other minis. So that makes sense. And finally, last but not least, Jonas Kane, Undead Hunter. I picked this one because he looked super cool and he's one of their larger models. Looks awesome. One of the major problems I can identify right out the gate here is his sword is mangled up pretty bad in there. You can see it's really warped and bent. Right here you can see it's like shaped like an L. So we'll try and bend that back into place and hopefully it does not break. This particular package probably could have used a foam insert to stop it from bouncing like it did. It has been, but hopefully it's not damaged beyond use. If it is, I'll contact customer service and we'll see what we can do to get a replacement or a fix. So, but that is the box of goodies, and let me transition these back into the box and I'll show you one more miniature from Reaper that I will be painting up at some point, as well as one extra goodie. But let's get these off the table first. Boom, just like that, we got all those minis off this nice clean desk. It's not really clean, I know. But I did say that we had a couple more Reaper things to show, so we got this guy. I showed him on stream. We got this this dwarf bust. It's another dwarf I picked up because Daff from the Garrison had recommended I paint a dwarf, so I thought maybe I could pick up a bust. And I've never painted a bust before. This is my first one. So we've got this cool bust from Reaper. It's obviously not been cleaned, so I got these little gates and stuff on him. First thing I noticed is his ear looks kind of weird. I thought it was hair, but it looks like his ear got chewed on. I don't know. Someone on the stream was saying Mike Disney's also had a weird looking ear, so maybe that's just the way it's supposed to be. On the website, I couldn't see that ear because he's kind of angled like this. And you might catch a little glimpse, but I just thought that was hair. So this ear might actually be supposed to be beat up because he does have a scar across his face. So, but this will be my first bust when I get around to painting it. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I'd be curious to see how I do on the eyes. They look like they might be hard to get into. Based on the actual artwork here, the eyes look deceptively easy to get into, but when you look at the actual like squinting area between his eyebrow and his cheek, this one might be a little bit easy. This one might be difficult to get up under there. So I'll be curious to see how I do with that and how I perform on my first bust. So this will be something that we work on in the near future, and hopefully it turns out well. I'm not sure. It's not my strong suit, but I'm hoping that I do something cool with it. So we have that. One more thing for Reaper. Pizza Dungeon Dice. This was in my package when I got it, and this will definitely be a giveaway on stream. I unfortunately don't get to play a lot of pen and paper RPGs, and this will be perfect for you D&D/Pathfinder guys out there. So this will be a giveaway on stream. You can get some purple D&D dice and give those away at some point. But that was pretty cool. It was in there. I do like dice, but again, I don't do a lot of pen and paper. I would like to. You guys from stream know that I've been talking about trying to do a bi-weekly or once a month RPG session on stream. Live. Oh, it's broken. I didn't realize it was broken. That's not good. Anyways, I didn't realize, finding someone to GM has been difficult, and I just don't have the time to run a story. I might be able to carve out the time to participate in an RPG, maybe edit it, throw it up on YouTube, things like that, but I don't have time to actually try and craft a world. And then just trying to organize everyone and get everyone on the same page has been difficult, so those ideas haven't happened. You guys know I'm full of ideas and desires and plans. It's just a matter of getting there. That's the problem. So anyways, I digress. This will be a giveaway on stream too. And as I had said before, you guys have seen this. Old Mephiston still on my desk. I got to ship it out to Wheels, but I have not gotten around to taking photos. So I got to take photos of Mephiston, and then he'll ship out to old Wheels. This is the guy I was talking about trying to get the tutorials edited for. So we got 8 more videos to edit for that. And I did say I would give you guys a quick preview of what I'm working on for Wheels. So I'm working on Alfarius. We've got some blue down on this Ultramarine bro for Wheels here. He picked an Ultramarine for the base. I thought we should have done an Imperial Fist since Dorn killed, I guess he killed Alfarius, I'm being told. So it would have made more sense that there was a fight, but Wheels didn't want everything to have Imperial Fist on the base. He wanted variety, so we chose an Ultramarine. So we'll get the base. This is just it's currently just gray with a little transition to black. So we'll probably do some dry brushing and washing and stuff, and make that look more like stone. And then we've got his cape here that's just been primed. The outside will be beige, the inside will be black. And then we've got old Alfarius himself. I had some fun working on this so far. It's mostly airbrush, dry brush, a little bit of edge highlighting, over brushing and stuff. So just getting that base kind of teal blue-green color down first. And then we'll come in, now that that's done, and start tidying up details, adding some more highlights, and then start working on painting the metallics and the other actual details. So I think he'll be a lot of fun when he's done. And this will be Wheels' February Patreon miniature. So I think that's going to be pretty cool. And we've got some heads in here. I'm planning a session today to do some product reviews and talk about washes and stuff. And I figured doing some washes on faces wouldn't be a bad idea as examples. So I've got that, and then I've got a helmet here, so I can do a quick little video on glowing lenses, which I think will be pretty cool. So finally, in terms of some other painting stuff in this bin on Twitch, as of filming this, it was yesterday. As of you guys watching it, I'm not sure what day it'll be, but we had a partner guy come in, Glam, and he was talking about how he was getting into Necrons and was perusing the painter's streams to get ideas on how to paint them. And I was like, hey, I'm not working on the commission right now. I can do a quick tutorial for you. So I showed him dry brushing, washing, come back in with dry brushing for edge highlights on black Necrons. Generally, a lot of them are silver with black carapace or shoulders, things of that nature. So it's like, these are real easy things you can do in Necrons. And then I said, here's actually hand painting silver with highlights and washes without dry brushing, to give him a different view on how you can approach the silver part of the Necrons. And then I showed him how you could do edge highlighting on the black with some light scratch marks over the dry brush on this one, so you could go for a little bit better detail. And then I showed him how to do some quick glowing effects with some inks from Green Stuff World. And I think that turned out pretty cool for an off-the-cuff quick tutorial over on Twitch. It wasn't planned. These are just bits I had laying around, so I just grabbed them because they had metallic areas and some actual armor plating, which would be good for showcasing some techniques for someone trying to get into Necrons, because they're metal with little plates. So anyways, that was pretty cool. That happened on Twitch Thursday, and when you guys are watching this, probably not Thursday, obviously. But I did mention at the beginning of the video we were going to talk about a Predator Press Mini. Sound effects. So we've got Boss McHorn here from. I don't know why I've been putting an E on the end of her name. I feel like I've been putting the wrong name on there. Oh well, I'm looking over at her card and it's Boss I guess someone said it's McHorn. I thought it was Mashorn or Mashorne or something like that. I don't know why I've been adding an E. I feel like on social media I've been putting an E. I'm sorry, Privateer Press, if you're watching this. I doubt you are, but if you are, and you somehow follow me in my small fledgling channel, I'm sorry that I've been saying her name wrong. Also, I didn't go with the standard scheme in here. It's got green with gold or brass. I'm going to go with gold there. And silver. I went with purple. I went with purple because one of my favorite characters from League of Legends when I played was Vi, and she's not necessarily purple, but the particular artwork I have, the shadows cast on her make her armor look purple. So I'm doing purple armor on her, and we're going to come in, we'll do silver and golds for the metallic parts, similar to how Vi's was in the game. We'll come in here on her leg and her kind of chest area, or her, not chest, abdomen would be the correct term here. And we'll get the beige colors in for her clothes, and then we'll do her straps and her flesh tones and all the metallics, and then figure out what to do on the base. And I think she's going to come together and look super nice. And if I'm honest, this is one of my highest performing miniatures that I've photographed and put on Instagram, my small fledgling Instagram. This is beating out a huge number of my my Games Workshop Warhammer miniature photos right now, and I don't know why. I think it has to do with the purple, maybe. I've got a lot of comments about that, and maybe the edge highlighting, how stark it is. I've gotten a lot of comments about it, and it looks in the camera right now, at least for the view view screen for me, these highlights almost look white, but they're not. They're white mixed with purple, so they're very bright, and you go from excuse me, you go from the kind of transition from lighter or light pinky looking purple to that bright kind of pale off-white purple. But I really like it. I think it looks super cool. Be really excited to finish this model up on her flesh tone, or flesh here on her cheek, her face, I should say face on her face. I'm going to try and put VI for Vi, like the photo of her from League of Legends. I think that'll be really cool. And then see what else I can transition into in terms of painting some Privateer Press stuff. She does function also as a merc from a mercenary army for War Machine, even though I haven't played in a long time. I think that'll be a lot of fun just to get encouragement to paint more of the minis from Riot Quest. But ultimately, they sent me a bunch of miniatures to use on stream and to paint, which I think is really cool. And they sent me a bunch of paints as well, which I haven't got around to trying out. And I have plans to do that. It's just, gotta have time. But I want to make sure that I'm actually using the minis I'm being sent, whether it be from Privateer Press or Reaper or Infinity or whoever. It would be super awesome if Infinity sent me some minis. I do love their stuff, and I've had some of my models in the box art for Death Row Designs for the products, which were tailored for Infinity. So I thought it would be cool, but I have not heard back from Corvus Belli. So, no, but point is, I like painting minis, and having a variety is good, and also painting the stuff I'm being provided with is good too. So, but I really like this. It looks dope. I'd love to be able to play the game at some point. I think if I can get a crew painted before Adepticon, I think Nomadic Chris from the Garrison from Twitch, I think he said he might be able to squeeze some time at Adepticon and play a game with me. So if I can I think I have to have 6 models. I think he said 6, and they have to each one be a different type. I guess she is it say on here? She's got Safeguard, but I think he called her a Defender. I don't think it says. Maybe that's what the bishop stands for. Maybe that's her icon. I'm not sure. It seems pretty straightforward. Like that, she doesn't have a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, he had told me there's a breakdown on the types of minis, and you need to have. I think he said it was 6, and each one had to be a different class. So that'll kind of give me some guidance on where to go. But this is very rule of cool for me. As long as the mini looks cool, probably going to want to paint it. So. But anyways, that's an update on the Privateer Press mini, and I have rambled, and we have gone through all. Ooh, we missed one. We missed one mini. Let me grab this. We almost forgot this guy. Yeah, sound effects. I know. We almost missed the dragon. So we worked on this last Sunday. At the time of filming this, it's before the next Sunday now. So we will be working on him this weekend as of filming. You guys have probably seen him with more detail than he currently has. But this was a kind of a learning experience with doing pre-shading, zenithal highlighting, and then playing with inks from Green Stuff World. So this has been a lot of fun so far. I'm going to be coming in and washing, which will bring a lot of these scales down a bit and hopefully get us a nice dark recess, and then we'll matte varnish it so we lose that sheen, and I think that's going to look really cool. We'll come in here and we'll start enhancing the webbing on the wings a little bit. I just want to go across the finger of those with a little bit of ink and enhance that. Push the shadows with that ink a little bit, and then you can see here this finger I went ahead and painted or did some red ink over it. We're gonna do some right here because it looks really weird not having that. So having that one finger done red looks good. And then if I'm still not happy with the webbing afterwards, we might come in and we'll just do that red across all those maybe. But I kind of like it the way it is. So we'll see how I feel. But we did work on this mini from Reaper, and we'll be working on him again this weekend, and he'll be a giveaway model as well. So once he's done, at some point we'll plan out how we'll trigger a raffle, and you guys from the community will have an opportunity to win him. So if you're somehow watching this and you're not following me over on Twitch, check me out at twitch.tv/AMP services. You can catch me live 4 days a week currently, sometimes 3 if I have to go film and do stuff, but usually 4. So hopefully I'll see you guys over there. But on that note, I've got you guys up to date on minis and everything I'm doing this week. So let's go ahead and get ready to sign off. All right, guys, I think that's going to conclude this week's vlog. I'd like to thank all you guys for hanging out with me today. If you haven't already, I encourage you to smash that subscribe button, ding the little bell so you get alerts when I put up new content, and be sure to like this video if you enjoyed listening to me ramble and want to help support what I do. If you have any thoughts, critiques, concerns, or just want to say anything at all, I encourage you guys to sound off in the comments below and interact with me, get a conversation going. If you'd like to help support the content over here and support what I do, encourage you guys to check out deathrodesigns.com. Coupon code GETAMPED10 will save you 10%, and a portion of those proceeds will come back to me, which will help me to continue picking up models, paints, tools, things to use here on stream and on YouTube, things of that nature. So yeah, your contributions there are super helpful. And if you want to become a super uber supporter, I encourage you guys to check out my Patreon page. Your contributions, however small or large, really do have an impact on me being able to create content. We've got a variety of pledge tiers from large to small ones and everything in between, with some cool rewards to give back to you guys for helping support what I do. So that's not required, but your contributions really do help, so I encourage you guys to check that out. But as always, folks, I think we've rambled enough. We're towards the end of the video today, so I think it's time to sign off. Again, as always, keep on rolling those dice, keep painting those models, and I'll catch you next time.